Do you know that in indigenous areas in the Amazon, the percentage of people, elderly people with dementia and Alzheimer is significantly lower than in the West? Let me just give you some figures. 1 out of 20, 1 out of 25 in those indigenous communities versus 1 out of 5. Do you know that elderly men with black men have a significant higher chance to get prostate cancer than white men? Why? Science has shown us that those indigenous people living in those communities, they have a total different lifestyle compared to the West. What they eat, the way they live in the community, how they cultivate their mind, and how they pass wisdom from generation to generations. Adverse childhood experiences, which can cause severe traumas, have a significant impact on our brains. And guess what? A trauma that happened centuries ago is passing from generation to generation and keep manifesting in the current world. If we do not become aware that we are living the stories of our mother, our father, our ancestors, which is not our story, we will keep passing that trauma to the next generation. I invite you, my name is Gilbert Martina, and I invite you to join this movement to become aware of your own trauma as I became aware of my own trauma and how we can heal a trauma to create a better future for our children so they can create a better future for future generations. It's not about only becoming aware, but it's really about embracing that trauma. They call this ancestral healing. And ancestral healing is simple, making peace with the past for a better present and a better future. Because if we keep carrying the weight of our ancestors, which we should convert actually in wisdom and not pain and suffering, it will keep us, it will limit us to realize our true potential, because that's not your story, that's not my story. We have come to this world to live our own story. And to live our own story, we have to get loose, we have to let go of that story, of that trauma that was passed to us from generations to generations. Not to weaken us, but to strengthen us. And once you realize that you have that trauma, guess what? You can embrace it, and instead of being a source of pain, it will become a source of wisdom. And wisdom is the most powerful things that we have. The indigenous of the Amazon said, in the West, we have a lot of data and information, and science indeed has shown that, for example, in the indigenous world, the percentage of dementia and Alzheimer is much lower. It has indeed shown that black men has a higher percentage to get prostate cancer. But science in the West is all about data and information, and we do lack wisdom. The shamans of the Amazon says, data and information is about knowing that water is H2O, but wisdom is being able to make it rain. And that's a total different ball game, because being able to make it rain means that you are able to serve a greater purpose than your purpose. So I invite you to join this challenge, to tap into your light within, to realize what are the stories, what are the mommy and daddy stories, the grandfather and grandmother stories that you are carrying in your life, in your daily system, and to let go of those stories, to activate your own story, your own light, to really start transforming your life and transforming the life of your family and transforming the world by lighting our life. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining the challenge.